Okay, this is the condensing unit video, and we'll go just a little farther, and we'll start kind of stay in order. We're on the garage east wall, structure faces south, and this is the electric meter. It's installed below grade, and the sides and top of this box should have been sealed to help prevent moisture infiltration into the wall, as was the electric service disconnect for the condensing unit. These were sealed. Now the sealing is starting to dry. We expect that. Starting to dry and pull away from the walls, and that needs to be resealed. We're in the condensing unit section now. Now these disconnects are not supposed to be located behind the units. This one's over just a little bit. I get that. The current standards, current requirements are they are at least 3 feet away, but not farther than 20 or however, not within sight. You couldn't put one behind the fence or around the corner, for example. So in an ideal world, this should have been installed over here. This guy should have been installed over here in an ideal world. This unit right here that we're looking at, it's a recent installation. In my terms, it's 3 years old. Now this equipment's engineered on paper to last 20 years. It might last 35, but average is 14. Average is 14 years. I can't read the energy guide over here, but I can at least see 14. So, and because it's 3 years old, it's no less than 14 SEER. No less. That would depend on how the evaporator coil was set up. We have the right kind of the right kind of foam insulation. I like that. We have anti-theft Schrader valve caps. I like that. Man, they are just speaking to me. Our coils, they're just a little bit dirty. They're just a little bit dirty in there. They all are, especially this garnish type that American Standard and Train use. They're very proud of those coils. They work really well. But they're high maintenance. You got to clean the coils. So the condensing unit is a little close to the house, but whatever. I mean, the manufacturer likes to see about 12 inches, and I guess so. I guess that is. But it's not exactly level. It should have been, should have, been installed just a little more level to the house. I'm not finding a lot here. I am not finding a lot. So here we go. It's a rear unit. It's 5 tons. Uses the 410 refrigerant. That's the good stuff. And it's rated between 35 and 50 amps. Manufacturer likes to see the largest size breaker. I'm not as partial to that, but they do. They like to see the largest size breaker, and that's what's installed in the electric service panel. So it is properly fused. I'm supposing we could, just like this sealant is starting to give it up here, we need a little more sealant right in there around the low pressure refrigerant line. So what did we learn? We learned we need a little more sealant around the low pressure refrigerant line, and we need a little more sealant around the disconnect. And probably nobody's going to move the disconnect, but we learned all about that. All right, we learned that our coils are just a little bit dirty. This is a dead front for this guy. I'm putting him back.